Hello everyone, remember this? This was 3 years ago.
I think the bigger question is, how are you going to protect your ship and your cargo that's being loaded and unloaded on your ship?
To make this perfectly clear, I'm totally fine being responsible for my ship and my cargo. But if I'm responsible, I need keys or biometric locks. We have none in year 12. Everyone who makes it onto the pilot seat has full control over your ship. The ability to secure my cargo, to draw a weapon, and if needed, shoot a thief. We cannot do this in armistice zones. Police or security forces, we have none in Star Citizen in year 12, except the brain-dead and annoying NPCs scanning our ships for contraband. I mean, even...
Attention.
Okay, you wouldn't believe what just happened. I heard attention. Did I get a crime? I got a crime stat for this. And for those who say, bring some friends, join an org. How does this help me? Even if I would have 20 people standing around my ship while I do the loading, they still cannot shoot at a thief who is stealing my cargo, who is stealing my ship. The only thing you could do is, one person has to sit on the pilot seat while you do the loading, but sitting on the pilot seat isn't exactly fun gameplay, and even then a thief can sneak onto your ship and kill you later after you left armistice zone. CRG is talking about the owner of a ship can set permission, for example, who has permission to fly a ship, who has permission to use a turret, and so on. For 9 years by now, so far nothing materialized. Here are just a few clips.
This is usually the owner of the ship. He also has the ability to set permissions and set the security states.
For a ship owner, we do want you to have some level of control to say, okay, I'm hiring you on board as crew, have them be another player or an NPC, and I'm going to give you access to the engineering station. I'm going to give you access to shield management, and you'll flag your crew for the different permissions that you want. That way, it'll be a bit trickier for someone to just run up to the pilot seat of your own ship, try and get in and use it.
If somebody boards your ship, can they basically just sit in the pilot seat and go? And that's the way it is right now. But if eventually we're going to have much more of a security system concept.
You may not give them the permission to use the helm. They may have the permission to walk all around or use turrets or whatever, but
and so
they may not have the keys to the ignition.
Yeah,
Today, Flicker and I are testing this. We are not partied. Flicker is playing the role of a normal player, of a cargo hauler. I'm playing the role of a pirate and a griefer. We'll test, get onto another player's ship and pilot seat and fly away. In most ships, you can get easily on the ship if it's open, and it has to be open for loading and unloading of cargo. Steal other players' cargo off the freight elevator. Lower other players' freight elevator with their cargo on it. Do I get a crime stat for any of this? So let's take a look. Flicker will buy cargo for a Valkyrie, and when Flicker is loading her Valkyrie, I will try to get onto her ship and fly away. Let's see if this works. Right now I cannot open her ship because we are not partied anymore. I cannot open the ramp. But when Flicker tries to load her ship, I have the big opportunity to get into her ship and onto the pilot seat and just fly away, even though we are not partied. Now Flicker is at her freight elevator. I wait until Flicker has one container inside, then I will just run into her ship. Now Flicker has one container inside. Now I just take the opportunity to run inside and steal her ship. Let's see if this works. Private property, own risk. Yeah, but this is an armistice zone. We cannot use our guns here. No guns, so I'm fine. This door was locked before, but CRG changed this. Now everyone can open this door. Now I am on her pilot seat. Again, we are not partied. I'm just a dirty pirate now. And I can fly away with her ship. Never in history was pirating so easy. You are fantastic, Chris. Flicker wrote she cannot throw her gun inside the ship because we are in an armistice zone. I didn't even get a crime stat. Flickr, can you even report me? Yeah, Flickr wrote she cannot even report me. I get no crime stat for this. Flickr cannot report me, and if you want to load your ship, it's wide open unless you have, for example, an Andromeda or a Caterpillar, but most cargo ships have a ramp that is wide open. Everyone can just run into your ship, get onto the pilot seat, and has full control over your ship. You cannot even shoot at a guy in an armistice zone. Some people will say, yeah, okay, you cannot shoot a thief in an armistice zone, but you can just stand behind him and wait until he left armistice zone, then you can shoot him on the pilot seat. And since it's your ship, you don't even get a crime stat. Yeah, but what if he's not interested in stealing your shit? What if he's only interested in griefing? Next thing I want to test, can I still steal cargo of Flickr's freight elevator? Of course. I can still steal cargo. We are not parted. This is Flickr's cargo. In theory, I could put his cargo now on my ship. But we are responsible for our ship and our cargo.
I think the bigger question is, how are you going to protect your ship and your cargo that's being loaded, not loaded on your ship?
And next thing I want to test, can I steal all her cargo on a freight elevator if I just use it and put it into my freight elevator? No, looks like CRG fixed this. In past patches, you could steal all the cargo and put it into your freight elevator. This is now blocked, internal error. And here we have our result. Get onto another player's ship and pilot seat and fly away. Very easy in most ships. There are exceptions, for example ships like Nomad and Andromeda. You cannot lower the elevator, you cannot enter Nomad if you are not partied and if it's not your ship. But in most ships you can easily just get onto the ship while the other player is loading the cargo. Ships are wide open. Steal other player's cargo of the freight elevator. Very easy, you can just use your tractor beam and steal a cargo of the freight elevator as if it would be your cargo. Lower other player's freight elevator with their cargo on it. Goods are marked as stolen. You cannot lower the freight elevator. This is something that worked in previous 3.24 PTU builds, but CRG fixed this. Do I get a crime stat for any of this? For stealing other players' ships? For stealing the cargo of the freight elevator? No, of course not, because this is Star Citizen in year 12. As always, Star Citizen still in alpha, a lot of things will get changed and balanced in the many, many years to come, so there will be changes to this too, but it's not today. Thank you very, very much again, Flickr, for all your help and all your suggestions. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Camural_SC.